Hi everyone, my name's Casey. I'm the graduate assistant for Base Camp Cullowhee, and I'm here to talk to you today about some whitewater safety. As you know, some of the greatest natural resources in North Carolina include our swiftly moving whitewater rivers, like the one behind me. While whitewater rivers are a fun place to recreate, there are some inherent risks associated with fast-moving water, and today we're going to talk about some of those risks. Knowing your limits and knowing your skill level is very important when you're choosing the river you're going to be recreating on. One of the most important things to remember is that alcohol and rivers don't mix. A lot of whitewater related fatalities occur because the participant was intoxicated or using alcohol. So we just want to make sure that we're not mixing those two things. Next, we're going to have Base Camp staff Julia show us how to put on a PFD correctly.
Hi everyone, my name's Julia. I'm a trip leader for Base Camp Cullowhee, and today I'm going to talk to you about putting on a PFD. So we're going to use Casey over here as our little participant. And first we're going to start off. I like starting off with my PFD with all the straps extended. And just throwing the front, make sure it's in front, and then throw it over your head. So we have that. Make sure the front's in the front. Okay. Next thing is to buckle all of your buckles. These ones are located on the sides. Some of them are located in the front. And then next, we're gonna just tighten all of our straps down. We want them to be tight so that they don't fly over, the PFD doesn't fly over our heads. A good rule of thumb when we're checking a PFD is to make sure that the lapel straps do not go over his ears. See, this is still a little loose because we're reaching his earlobes. So we're gonna tighten these down a little more. So now checking his straps a second time, they're not going over his ears. So we know that when we're trying to pull him out of the water, we'll get him and the PFD and not just the PFD.
So if you happen to fall out of the boat that you're in when you're going down a river, or if you fall out of a tube that you're tubing down a river on, one of the most important things to remember is how to swim. There's a couple things we're gonna remember as we move down a river. You wanna keep your nose and toes pointed up towards the sky. The reason we do this is so we lessen the chance that we'll have a foot entrapment on the bottom of the river. The bottom of the river, like this river, the Nantahala, has lots of rocks and things that can entrap your feet or your body or some of your limbs. If you keep your nose and toes pointed towards the sky, we lessen the chance that one of those will get stuck on the bottom of the river. So now Base Camp staff Andrew is going to show us the correct way to swim down a whitewater river.
If you find yourself in a whitewater situation where you're out of your boat and you have to swim, make sure that you keep your nose and your toes above the water at all times, and last but not least, make sure that you never stand up in fast-moving current.